Congratulations, guys. You did it. Bill and Ted 3. How do you feel?
Well, we had a great time making it. Did you get to see it?
Yep, just watched it.
Bill and Ted, what have you got to say for yourselves?
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
I got to tell you, it's really hard not to either well up at the Orion logo, just that to begin with. That was a weird moment for me. And talking to you now, it's so hard not to do the gesticulation. Like this, this. There's a lot of this in my heart right now. Yeah, I'm in a good mood.
Let's rock!
I've got to ask you, what was it like getting back into the roles, particularly like the accents, like speaking as Bill and Ted again?
Dude, I got a very bad feeling about this. It'll be fine, Ted. They totally love us in the future, dude.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. For me, you know, I had an amazing time working with Alex on the first two films.
Be excellent to each other.
And it was really great 30 years later to getting back at it.
Party on, dudes!
Are there particular words that help you get back into the accent? Like, I know Bill and Ted like to say the same stuff over and over.
Well, the language the guys write, Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon, is really fun to play and fun to say. We did a lot of work trying to figure out who these guys were going to be at this age and how they were going to, interrelate.
Bill, we've spent our whole life trying to unite the world. And I'm tired, dude. Ted, we have a destiny to fulfill.
But once you get on set and you're just kind of doing it and riffing it, then the language does drive it. That's the fun thing about Bill and Ted.
Oh.
And you got to have that chemistry to speak the same words at the same time, just like that.
No way! How's it going, Bill and Ted?
Was it like putting on an old pair of shoes?
Catch you later, Bill and Ted!
No, I mean, it was interesting. I mean, Al, like even when we did those first table reads, you and I didn't really tackle the voices, and then when we started to work on the script, and then Alex and I would get together every weekend and go over the following week's work. Yeah, it wasn't really until we almost start. I mean, remember that one day I came over and I said, okay, I've got to do it. I finally will. We have to. And so we did it privately.
Yeah.
Two of us were rehearsing with each other, and I was like, I got to do it. You've got to play Bill, because I don't know until,
Yeah.
And we kind of did it in our own little secret. It was at your place.
Yeah. The writers and producers were always waiting for us to go into character when we rehearsed, and we never would, and it just drove them insane. And then we did it together on our own, and then we just got on set and we're just off and running.
Ready, Bill? Ready, Ted. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Everyone was like, oh, thank God they actually can do it.
How many times over the past 30 years have you had people come up to you with their hands on their chest, their arms out like this, and quote at you? Like, most days, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's really nice, actually, because I mean, the people who are fans of the characters and of the films, if they're getting to see you and what they want to say and how they want to communicate, they're generally so positive and they got a smile on their face, and then when they see Alex and I together, that's like.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
That must be really hard for them not to just immediately go on a quote marathon. Like,
yeah, that's what they tend to do. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Like,
Let's go.
I've heard this apocryphal story, Keanu, that once upon a time you were on stage as Hamlet and someone shouted out, "Excellent." And then you, just jumping out of character for a second, said, "Party on," and then went straight back to it. Is there any truth to that?
You know what? I kind of feel like that is true. Yeah.
Kind of.
No, that sounds kind of familiar. You're like, yeah. I think it was actually, we were doing some previews and they were doing it with some high schools. And so it was in Winnipeg. And yeah, it's like, excellent. You're excellent. Yeah.
It's what Shakespeare would have wanted. That's how I feel it.
I think that's
Well,
true.
Shakespeare's language and, Bill and Ted are language.
I'll leave you with this. Have you ever brought any Bill and Ted memorabilia or props or clothes back home? And if so, what was it like looking at them 30 years later?
I kept the shorts, the first shorts that had the stickers, Save the Humans on it.
That was most unprecedented, Rufus.
What did you have?
I had the head, the from Bogus.
Let me try.
The disembodied robot head as a doorstop for years.
Got your head, dude.
That was just sitting there with the backwards baseball cap as a doorstop.
Totally gonna tackle you, dude.
And I guess when you're playing basketball with my head, that whole thing, sort of thinking. Yeah, until it rotted, and then I had to throw it away.
That's made my day. I've got to wrap things up, guys. Thank you so much. I want to say that the phrase "be excellent to each other" has really been in my heart a lot lately. So I thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Cheers, Dave. Thank you both.
Excellent!
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. You can listen to my Radio 1 movies and TV podcast, Screen Time, on BBC Sounds. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plumb.